should be good. Let me crank this up a bit. Yeah, yeah, that'll be good. I think this should be good. Um, whoa, that might be a little too loud. Okay, I think that's perfect. So welcome to the first episode of Viking Mafia. So if you read the description, which if you didn't, I don't blame you. It's okay. It's fine. I'll talk about it right now. So this podcast slash show is going to be just me talking about all things sports and interacting with you all, with you guys, because you guys are what makes me keep doing this. Like, you guys are the reason I do this stuff. So I want to do more for you guys. You guys make me want to do more. So like just calling games and stuff and just doing occasional stream just doing like calling games and stuff and reacting to like the NFL honors or the selection Sunday for March Madness. Like that's fun and all, but like you guys make me want to do more, like just more than just that. And like record occasional videos and make skits and stuff. Like you guys make me want to like just sit down and talk about things. So that's what we're gonna do. Welcome to episode 1 of Viking Mafia. That's the name of this podcast, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen. I keep forgetting the left-hand side of your screen is my right, and the right-hand side of the screen is my. The right-hand side of the screen for you guys is my right, and the left-hand side of the screen for you guys is my right. So I gotta remember that. So if I want to point to the left side of the screen, I gotta use my right hand. If I want to point to the right-hand side of the screen, I gotta use my left hand. But that's besides the point. So just want to get on and just talk for a bit. Maybe like 30, 45 minutes ish. But yeah. So, first bit of business here. So, was originally going to call the Timberwolves and not Timberwolves and Warriors game, but that game got postponed to tomorrow due to the unfortunate incidents that happened in Minneapolis today. A shooting took place there, which is just awful. So, thoughts and prayers to the entire city of Minneapolis and the family of the guy that was killed. That's awful. Okay, so breaking news. I don't know if this from what reliable sources. I mean, it's from Twitter. Is this a verified source? Oh, it is. So, 49ers offensive coordinator Clay Kubiak has removed himself from consideration for head coaching vacancies and will remain in San Francisco per DM Rossini. So, I'm assuming he's related to Clint Kubiak. Um, So Derrick Rose had his number retired by the Bulls yesterday, I think. I'm sorry. What? Good lord. I watched that Michigan State game today. That was great. But I didn't realize Michigan dropped 101. Hey, but we allowed less points in Michigan. Let me do some quick math here. I'm pretty sure we beat them by more. 101 minus what was it? 83. Yeah. So that's an 18 point gap point differential for Michigan. 91 minus 48. That's a 43 point differential for Michigan State. Oh my lord. That's just absurd. So the Minnesota Wild have activated forward Matt Boldy from injured reserve. That came an hour ago from the Minnesota Wild Twitter. Just gonna scroll down. Also, the Steelers hired Mike McCarthy as their next head coach. Oh, Benchwarmer Brand said it perfectly. Let me go find it. Let me go find his tweet. I'll read it to you guys. He said it perfectly. Benchwarmer Brand. If you ever come across this, I doubt you will, but you and Wyatt's World and Tom Grossi, RBT are the reasons I started making content. But here, this is his tweet. This is the tweet that he sent that he made about the Steelers hiring Mike McCarthy. He said the Steelers firing a well, they didn't fire him. He stepped down. But the Steelers losing a head coach named Mike, whose last Super Bowl appearance was in 2011 and has accomplished nothing of significance since then, just to hire a head coach named Mike, whose last Super Bowl appearance was in 2011 and has accomplished nothing of significance since then, is very Steelers like. That is honest to God very true. I swear they're just going to continue going 9-8 or 10-7 every year. Or 8-9 maybe. He then retweeted this picture saying, I hate you and hope you die it, with all the NFL teams inside of it, and then just saying, then another guy just saying, with a Patriots logo above the head, saying, Drake May. That's great. Drake May. This is how I feel about every Buffalo Bills season. Oh boy, I am excited to watch my favorite team play. That's the first small window. I'm gonna kill myself. That's the big section of it. And then, nice, we won is the small section. That I am as a just in general as a Vikings and Bills fan for the NFL. That is, I am in the middle of that. I am in the I'm going to kill myself situation. Mainly with the Bills. I'm not actually though. I'm not thinking that. That's just what it feels like getting bounced in the postseason every freaking year. I'm okay. I'm okay. If you go watch the skit that I posted earlier today, it'd make me feel a lot happier. After you're done here, it'll only be about another 35 minutes, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And then Wyatt's World. I think he tweeted something earlier. He might have. I don't know. All-time dumb tweet. And then this is what this is the tweet he's referenced that he quoted. It says, it's by Le'Veon Bell. It says, what's the significance of filling your car up with gas before a winter storm? Where exactly are you thinking you might go? Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Wyatt on that one. And then this is a picture he posted of himself. Oh, gotta lower the brightness. Camera froze. No, never mind. There we go. So then he posted this picture of himself. And the reason he did that is because underneath that, he quoted the tweet from Adam Schefter saying, that this was yesterday, saying, ESPN sources, former Colts quarterback and current St. Michael Catholic High School coach Philip Rivers is interviewing today, or yesterday, for the vacant Buffalo Bills head coaching job. I swear if we actually hire Philip Rivers. I swear if we actually hire Philip Rivers, I'm going to go insane. Yeah. Yeah, not. I'm hoping we don't do that. I'm sorry. You said insane. So he posted this of where he is in Minnesota, a city in Minnesota, St. Cloud, something like that, or that's just a random city in Minnesota, I think. Negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit, and it feels like negative 29, with the low being negative 24 and the high being like negative 9. That is the entire Midwest, I swear, right now. Canada, I think some parts of Canada are getting as low as negative 50 degrees Celsius, which is negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit. It gets so cold they almost align perfectly. That's how cold it is. Like, I can't even let my dogs outside just to go play because, or just like, with other dogs because they're going to freeze out there in like 5 minutes. It's like, I got to take them out there and make sure they use the bathroom. If they don't, I got to bring them back in so they don't freeze. Okay, anyways. Um, So in the future, also just want to give a quick update on streaming in the future. I am gonna be whenever I'm calling games, They are also gonna be streamed on Twitch as well. It'll still be a completely free show, no sponsors at all. Just amazing content for you guys. No sponsors on the streams and stuff, or on the long form videos that I do. Maybe some sponsors on shorts here and there, but I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not. I want this to be a free show for you guys. So I'm thinking of trying to like live stream the Masters, like just my reactions to it, but don't really know how I would do that because it's like, oh, here's a swing and a drive, and let's see how far down the fairway it goes. It's kind of hard to tell you that. Kind of hard to. I've never really tried calling golf. No, I might watch some golf this tomorrow and or the next weekend and see how I can do just by myself. Not calling it on YouTube or anything or on Twitch, but just calling it just by myself and seeing how it goes. If it goes well, I might call it on YouTube and Twitch. If not, I never call on golf. But I love this Timberwolves shirt. Let me get out of the shadow so you can see it. And I'm wearing the Minnesota Wild hat right now. So I'm just gonna search up the NFL right real quick and just see some news. So Ohio State is hiring former offensive coordinator and head coach Arthur Smith as new offensive coordinator. Oh, wow. Then Dolphins are expected to promote Bobby Slowick to offensive coordinator. Okay. Mike McCarthy is the head coach. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, John Brody died. Oh, that's sad. Dies at 90. That's a long life. Yeah, media favoritism of Josh Allen ripped by NFL commentators after Bills playoff failure. I mean, I blamed Josh Allen in the video I made the day after we lost. Like, why did he decide to try and play Superman at the end of the first half? Why didn't we just take a knee? That costed us 3 points. Like, that put us down by 10 at halftime instead of down by 7. And we only lost by 3. Or no, we were down by 10 originally. Then we were down by 13. It ended up costing us 3 points that we shouldn't have given up. Because had we not given that up, we would have won that game in regulation. It's just frustrating, though. And then we fired McDermott. I mean, I think we fired the wrong guy. I think we should have fired Brandon Beane, but after listening to the interview with Terry Pagula as well, fire both of them. Fire both Brandon Beane and Terry Pagula. Terry Pagula is I've I've always thought Terry Pagula wasn't that bad of an owner. No, he sucks. No, get him out. Absolutely not. Also, and fire Brandon Beane. I swear. Oh my god. The Bills organization is just a mess right now. So, let's go over. So, I'm going to make my NFL award picks. I'm going to post another video separately on YouTube. I'm going to record another video separately on YouTube. Just for a long form video and post that as well. So, these are the award finalists, starting with Offensive Rookie of the Year and we'll end with the MVP. Hold up, where's Protector of the Year? Wait. Where's Protector of the Year? That wasn't posted. So PFF named Panay Sewell the Protector of the Year. I can agree with that. Either him or Trent Williams or Lane Johnson. All all of them are deserving. But I would have probably given it to either Lane Johnson or not Panay Sewell. Lane Johnson or Trent Williams, just because they're on the older end. They're on the older end of of the the line and towards the end of their career. So I would have given it to them. One of those two. But that's not that. Whatever. All right, starting with Offensive Rookie of the Year and ending with MVP. Your Offensive Rookie of the Year finalists are Jackson Dart, quarterback of the New York Giants, Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Travion Henderson, running back for the New England Patriots, Teteroa McMillan, wide receiver for the Panthers, and Tyler Shuck, quarterback for the Saints. Now, who do I think is going to win this award? All these guys had moments this year, except for Tet McMillan, who I think is going to win it because he was the most consistent. All the others had hot streaks and then fell off. Emeka Egbuka started off hot this season and then fell off towards the end. Jackson Dart missed a bit of time because of injury. Travion Henderson didn't break out until week 11, but only had like 3 insane weeks. And Tyler Shuck was also really good, but didn't start the entire year. That's why I think it's going to go to Teteroa McMillan. Put up 1,000 yards as a rookie in that Panthers team and helped lead them to the playoffs and win the NFC South. So I think Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020 for the 2026 Offensive Rookie of the Year is Teteroa McMillan. That's who I think it's going to be. And Defensive Rookie of the Year. Your finalists are linebacker Abdul Carter from the New York Giants, Nick Amanwari, safety from the Seahawks, James Pierce Jr. from the linebacker for the Cardinals, Carson Schwessinger, linebacker for the Browns, and Xavier Watts for the safety for the Falcons. You could give it to Abdul Carter, but he didn't really do much anything this year. I think this is a no-brainer. This might be one of the easiest awards to predict. I think this goes to Carson Schwessinger. Carson Schwessinger. This is his award. There's no way it doesn't. I think this is one of the easiest ones to predict. Then you have your Offensive Player of the Year finalists. You have Drake May, the quarterback for the Patriots, Christian McCaffrey, running back for the 49ers, Puka Nacua, wide receiver for the Rams, Bijan Robinson, running back for the Falcons, Jackson Smith-Njigba, wide receiver for the Seahawks. Now, most people are going to pick either Puka Nacua or Jackson Smith-Njigba to win it because they both put up over 1,700 yards, while Jackson Smith-Njigba put up almost 1,800 yards. I'm actually going to give this to Christian McCaffrey. I think he's going to win it because he's a skill position player that's an MVP finalist. Yes, Drake May is also an MVP finalist, but the last few Offensive Player of the Year winners have been skill position players that were MVP finalists. And that's why I think Christian McCaffrey wins at least one award this year. And one of them being Offensive Player of the Year. 2,000 scrimmage yards, over 2,000 scrimmage yards. That's really good. Coming off of what he dealt with last year, playing in only, I think, 4 games. And dealing with Achilles tendonitis in both Achilles last year. That's insane. Defensive Player of the Year finalists are Will Anderson Jr., the defensive end for the Texans, Nick Bonito, linebacker for the Broncos, Myles Garrett, the defensive end for the Cleveland Browns, Aiden Hutchinson, the defensive end for the Lions, and Micah Parsons, the defensive end for the Packers. This one's a no-brainer. This might be the easiest award to predict, out of all of them. Myles Garrett, sack record broken. He's now the sack leader. Do I need to explain more? I don't think so. So Myles Garrett should be, and I think will be, the 2026 Defensive Player of the Year. coming now, Jesus. Moving on to comeback player of the year, you have your finalists are Stephon Diggs, wide receiver for the Patriots, Aiden Hutchinson, defensive end for the Lions, Trevor Lawrence, quarterback for the Jaguars, Christian McCaffrey, running back for the not Panthers. I wish he was still in Carolina. That he was so good in Carolina, but he's so good in San Francisco. Running back for the Niners, and Dak Prescott, quarterback for the Cowboys. This one will either go to Aiden Hutchinson or Christian McCaffrey. I think it goes to Christian McCaffrey, again, for what I said about Offensive Player of the Year, which I won't be shocked if it goes to either Puka Nacua, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, or Christian McCaffrey. I just think it's going to go to McCaffrey because he's an MVP finalist. But I think this comeback player of the year goes to Christian McCaffrey because, again, like I said, dealing with Achilles tendonitis in both of his Achilles last year, only playing in, I think, maybe 4 games, if that. And then following it up this year with over 2,000 scrimmage yards and I think almost 20 total touchdowns and helping lead that 49ers team to the postseason and a win in Philadelphia over the Seahawks, or not over the Eagles, over the defending Super Bowl champions, knocking them out in the wild card round. I think Christian McCaffrey wins 2 awards this year, possibly another one, and those awards being Offensive Player of the Year and Comeback Player of the Year. Coach of the Year finalists are Liam Cohen of the Jaguars, Ben Johnson of the Bears, Mike McDonald of the Seahawks, Kyle Shanahan of the Niners, and Mike Vrabel of the Patriots. I think this is, oh my God, all these coaches are all deserve it. I wish I could give all of them Coach of the Year, but only one of them can win it. So I think it's between Ben Johnson, Liam Cohen, and Mike Vrabel, and Kyle Shanahan. I don't think Mike McDonald's going to win it because they were a good team last year, but I don't think it's gonna go to Shanahan either because a lot of people knew, like with the Niners healthy, knew they'd be pretty good. So I think it's gonna go to either Ben Johnson, Liam Cohen, or Mike Vrabel. I'm gonna rule out Ben Johnson because he had the least amount of wins of the first year head coaches that are finalists. I'm gonna rule out Liam Cohen because I honest to God think the Patriots are a better team. They have because I think that I'm gonna rule out Liam Cohen because he had more talent to work with in Jacksonville than Mike Vrabel did in New England. I think Mike Vrabel wins the 2026 Coach of the Year. Assistant Coach of the Year finalists Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings, Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos, Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator for the Seahawks, and Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. Now, I might sound biased here. I don't care. Call me biased or whatever you want. I think Assistant Coach of the Year goes to Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator of the Vikings. That defense was one of the only things keeping the Vikings team afloat this year, and is one of the only reasons we finished with a 9-8 record this year. That without Brian Flores calling the defense this year and coaching the defense, we would have had maybe 4 wins this year. No, that's obscure. We would have had probably 5 or 6 wins. We wouldn't have had 9 wins we wouldn't have 9 wins without that defense. So Brian Flores, 2026 NFL Assistant Coach of the Year. And now the award you have all been waiting for. The 2026 NFL MVP. Your finalists are quarterback of the Bills, number 17, the reigning MVP, Josh Allen. Quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, number 16, Trevor Lawrence. Quarterback for the New England Patriots, number 10, Drake May. Running back for the 49ers, number 23, Christian McCaffrey. And quarterback for the Rams, number 9, Matthew Stafford. So, I think there are only 2 real contenders here for this. So Josh Allen, as much as I want you to win a second MVP and as much as I hope you do, you're not going to win it. I don't think you will. Neither do I think Trevor Lawrence win it. And Christian McCaffrey, this is a quarterback award. As much as I would love to see a running back win it or a wide receiver win it, heck, even a defensive player, heck, even a kicker win MVP. Other than a quarterback, I would love to see that, but it's not going to happen this year because it's going to be between Matthew Stafford and Drake May. Now, both had amazing regular seasons. Both Drake May won his division, but Matthew Stafford had the better numbers. I think this is tough. Both are deserving. But Drake May in his second year, Matthew Stafford at the tail end of his career. That's why I think your 2026 NFL MVP is going to Matt Stafford. He's running out of time to win one. Drake May's in the beginning and is only in his second year, has plenty more time to win, to potentially win MVP. Well, Matthew Stafford's running out of time to win. That's why I'm gonna give and think Matthew Stafford is your 2026 NFL MVP. Both are deserving of it, but I think Matthew Stafford has the slight edge because he's at the tail end of his career and also had better numbers. I mean, he had 46 touchdowns, 15 more than Drake May. 15. Not 10, not 5, 15. Yeah, so Matthew Stafford, you're the 2026 NFL MVP. Also, this is not football related, but Harry Styles announced his Together tour, which features stops in Amsterdam, London, Sao Paulo, Mexico City, New York City, Melbourne, and Sydney. And he released the lead single for his fourth studio album called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. The lead single for that album is called Aperture. I've listened to that like 7 times already, and it came out on Thursday, and it's Saturday night. I love the song. It's just over 5 minutes long, but it's so good. It's almost like a techno song, and techno vibe to it. And then Louis Tomlinson also released his third studio album called How Did I Get Here on Friday or yesterday. And the track list includes Lemonade, On Fire, Sunflowers, Lazy, Palaces, Last Night, Broken Bones, Dark to Light, Imposter, Sanity, Jump the Gun, and Lucid. That's on the base album. And then the deluxe edition features 2 bonus tracks. The 2 being The Observer and The Answer. And I did listen to both of those. And oh my god, Louis Tomlin. I tweeted this out on Twitter. My Twitter ad is at unsportable something. May look it up. I will tell you right now. The ad on Twitter, if you want to follow me on Twitter, is at unsportable uppercase Y uppercase T. I need to edit the name of it. That's my Twitter handle. Let me phrase that a bit. That's my Twitter handle. If you want to follow me, at unsportableYT. Go follow me if you want. But I tweeted out earlier saying about the Louis Tomlinson thing. Hey, Michigan State sweeps the Gophers. 3-2 win today and a 3-1 win yesterday. Let's go. But anyways, I tweeted out earlier saying, wow. Just wow. Just listen to each song on the album or from the album How Did I Get Here by Louis Tomlinson. I have to say, Louis, you have really outdone yourself. That was one of, if not the best albums I have ever listened to. or one of, if not the best album I have ever listened to in my life. There was not one bad song on the album. Nice work. I can't say more. I can't say more than there's more that I could say about the album. It was so good. I'm so excited to hear the Harry Styles album when it comes out. I By the way, I love One Direction. So I love Liam Payne's music. I love Niall Horan's music. I love Harry Styles' music. I love Louis Tomlinson's music. I'm not as big into Zayn's music, but it's okay. It's good. Like I'd go see him in concert. So the Harry Styles track list has been revealed or released. Harry Styles Kiss All the Time track list. I look on Genius for this stuff. So Aperture is the lead single, then American Girls, Ready, Steady, Go, Are You Listening Yet, Taste Back, The Waiting Game, Season 2 Weight Loss, Coming Up Roses, Pop, Dance No More, Paint by Numbers, and Carla's song. I am excited for The Waiting Game. I want to hear that so bad. The Waiting Game? Are you kidding me? The Waiting Game? We've been playing The Waiting Game with Harry Styles since the end of Love on Tour or in 2023, or if you want to go back farther, and since he released new music, 2022 when he released Harry's House. So that's why I want to hear with The Waiting Game so bad. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Viking Mafia. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new and if you want to see more. It is completely free. I don't want to beg for subscribers. It's completely free. Subscribe if you want. You don't have to. But stay safe. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next